Welcome to Elevated Understanding Chosen One. This message has reached you at the exact moment it was meant to. No accidents, no coincidences. This is divine timing unfolding in real time. You were guided here because the final separation has begun, and there's a powerful light within you that can no longer stay asleep. Something extraordinary is stirring inside you. Your spirit is being called to rise, to choose, and to lead. There comes a time in every generation when the lines are drawn, not by governments, not by religion, and not by men, but by the hand of the divine. A time when you can no longer sit on the fence. A time when silence is betrayal. A time when your soul is either aligned with light or entangled in darkness. Chosen one, you feel it. You see it in the chaos of the world. You hear it in the silence of your isolation. The shift is here. The final separation has begun. This is not about superstition or fear. This is about awakening. It's about stepping into your purpose and becoming the light you were always meant to be. Let's break this down into 7 chapters so you can see where you stand in this spiritual war and how to rise with clarity, strength, and authority. Before we dive in, take a moment to like, share, and subscribe if you haven't already, because this is a message every true chosen one needs to hear in this hour. If you feel the power of this message stirring your spirit, drop the number 77 in the comments. This isn't just a number. It's a divine signal to the universe that you stand with the light in this final separation and you're ready to rise into your calling. Only those who are truly chosen will stay until the end, and those who do will unlock deeper discernment, spiritual clarity, and the boldness to walk in the authority they were born with. And remember, this message is layered with truth. Re-watch it as many times as your spirit calls you to. Each time you return, a new revelation will awaken something vital you may have missed, but deeply need for the battles ahead. Now let's begin. Chapter 1. The Awakening of the Soul. At first it didn't make sense. There was no dramatic moment, no flashing sign from the sky, just a slow, quiet discomfort that began to grow in your spirit. Things that once felt normal suddenly felt heavy. The people you used to laugh with started to feel distant. The places you used to feel at home in started to feel unfamiliar, like you no longer belonged there. It wasn't depression, it wasn't confusion, it was awakening. This is how the final separation begins, not in chaos, but in stillness. Your soul starts to pull away from what no longer resonates with the truth. It's not that life around you changed overnight, it's that your perception began to shift. The veil was lifting, and for the first time, you were seeing things as they truly were. The conversations that once entertained you now seemed empty. The routines that once gave you comfort now feel suffocating. The people you were once drawn to now feel like strangers wearing familiar faces. You might even feel guilty for changing. You might wonder, what's wrong with me? But nothing is wrong. In fact, everything is finally becoming right. Your soul has outgrown the illusions. The awakening is not always glamorous. Sometimes it feels like losing everything, but in truth, you're shedding what was never yours to carry. You're being called out of the noise, out of the performance and into presence, into truth. And the process isn't always comfortable. There are days you'll feel lost, days you'll cry without knowing why, nights you'll wrestle with the old version of yourself that doesn't want to die. But those are signs of transformation. That's your spirit birthing something new, something higher. The final separation starts within. Before anything shifts around you, something must shift in you. Your spirit begins to crave purity. Your heart yearns for peace, and your mind starts rejecting anything that feels fake, forced, or disconnected. You may feel alone, but you're not. You're being set apart. You're not the only one going through this, but not everyone will admit it. Some will cling to the familiar, afraid of what awakening demands. But you, chosen one, you felt the calling too strong to ignore. You knew deep down that staying asleep would cost you more than waking up ever could. And here's the sacred truth. Once the light begins to awaken in you, it cannot be hidden. The darkness that once surrounded you will either retreat or rage against your light, but either way, it cannot stop you. You are no longer who you were. You are remembering who you are. This is the beginning of your separation, not from the world, but from the illusion. And once your soul awakens, it cannot go back to sleep. The shift has begun. Your light is rising, and no force of darkness can undo what has been divinely activated within you. Stay grounded, stay alert, because this is only the beginning of what's to come. Chapter 2. The Cost of Being Different. You really did. You tried to fit in, to blend into the crowd, to live by the same rules everyone else followed. You tried to suppress the voice inside you that whispered, "You were made for more," convincing yourself you were wrong. But no matter how hard you tried to silence that inner call, it grew louder. What was once a whisper became a roar you couldn't ignore. The call of greatness never lets you settle. The moment you listen to that voice, everything around you begins to change. You can no longer live in the shadows or pretend to be someone you're not. The pressure to conform fades, and you start realizing that your true path demands all of you. It requires courage, integrity, and an unwavering commitment to yourself and the divine. It means embracing your true nature, even when the world tells you to suppress it. The separation starts within. The world you once knew no longer aligns with the truth awakening in your soul. People, places, and patterns now feel misaligned with who you're becoming. The cost of being different is high. It means losing people, walking away from comforts, and being misunderstood. Your light exposes others' shadows. They may mock or resent you, not because of what you've done, but because your truth forces them to confront their own darkness. The discomfort of their reaction is something you will face with grace, because you understand the purpose behind it. These moments aren't punishments. They're opportunities for growth and deeper understanding. Being chosen doesn't mean being liked. It means walking a path others may not understand, and for a season, walking alone. This journey is not about popularity or pleasing others. It's about aligning with your higher purpose and living in truth, no matter the discomfort. You'll find strength in the solitude that others may fear. And this discomfort, it's temporary. The deeper you walk in your calling, the stronger your light becomes. The people who can't handle it will fall away, but those meant to walk with you will find their way. These new connections will not be based on fleeting, shallow things, but on a deep understanding of your essence. Walking alone is necessary. It's in this solitude that you gain clarity, strength, and purpose. You learn to depend on yourself and the divine. No matter what storms come, you stand firm. With each step, you become more empowered, more certain of the path ahead. The world may not understand your journey, but that's okay. The cost of being different is steep, but the rewards are eternal. Stay strong, chosen one. The cost is worth it. You are becoming who you were always meant to be. Through this journey, you will not only find your true self, but also the power to shape the world around you. Chapter 3. The Rise of Darkness. Look around. The signs are undeniable. The rise of darkness is no longer hidden. It's everywhere. Lies are celebrated. Truth is mocked. Evil is praised while good is dismissed. People are selling their souls for attention, money, or control. The world has turned upside down, and the shift isn't just cultural, it's spiritual. This is war. The enemy knows his time is short, and deception is his strongest weapon. He doesn't need brute force. He uses distraction, division, and temptation. He wants the chosen ones to be too tired, too broken, or too busy to rise. He wants you overwhelmed, questioning your worth, doubting your path, and ultimately giving up your light without a fight. He distracts you with noise, drama, and endless scrolling. Anything to pull you away from your purpose. He divides families, friends, and communities, planting seeds of discord to weaken unity. And he tempts you with shortcuts, offering pleasure over purpose, gain over growth, and validation over truth. But here's what he can't touch: your light. The light in you can't be dimmed. Not anymore. You were born for this battlefield. Your very presence in this time of darkness is proof that you're meant to rise and lead others home. Stay awake, stay strong, shine on. You are not here by accident. Your soul signed up for this mission long before you arrived, and now your time has come. This is the moment where legends are born. When the world is at its darkest, the brightest lights emerge. You are that light. You are that voice of truth in a sea of lies. And no matter how loud the noise gets, your clarity will cut through. Let the world do what it does, but you, chosen one, must rise above it. This isn't the time to shrink back. This is the time to step forward in full authority, knowing that the light within you is not only powerful, it's unstoppable. You carry a divine assignment that darkness cannot comprehend or overpower. Every challenge, every attack, every delay has only sharpened your vision and strengthened your resolve. Now is the time to walk boldly in your calling, without apology, and shine so bright that the darkness has no place left to hide. Your strength is not just in your words, it's in your presence, your energy, and your unwavering faith. The enemy tried to stop you because he saw your potential, but he failed. You're still here, still standing, and now you're rising like never before. And remember this, your rise doesn't just affect you. Every step you take in light gives others permission to do the same. Your courage becomes contagious. Your victory becomes a path for those still trapped in the dark. Keep going. You're lighting the way even when it feels like no one sees you. Heaven does. Every quiet act of faith, every time you chose truth over comfort, every moment you refused to bow to darkness, it all counted. It all mattered. And now it's all coming together. This is your confirmation. This is your call. Rise. And if the world tells you to sit down, stand taller. If they try to silence you, speak louder. Not with noise, but with truth. Let your life be the answer to a world drowning in confusion. Let your light be proof that darkness never wins. Chapter 4. The Power of Choice. The final separation is not just about good versus evil, it's about choice. And not just once, but every single day, every moment, every interaction, every response is a doorway to either light or darkness. Most people think the great battle is external, a war waged on the outside. But the truth is, the real battlefield is within you. It's in your mind, your heart, your decisions. Every day you choose which side you feed, the light or the darkness. Every thought, every word, every decision plants a seed. Will that seed grow into purpose or poison? Will your response heal or hurt, build or break, serve the soul or feed the ego? You can no longer afford to live on autopilot. This is not the time to be passive, silent, or numb. The age of neutral ground is over. The lines are drawn. Either you rise in light or fall with the shadows. Either you live by divine alignment or get swept away by worldly distractions. This isn't fear, it's clarity. It's the call to wake up, to rise up, and to take full responsibility for your energy, your influence, and your destiny. You were given discernment for a reason, use it. You were given intuition for a reason, trust it. Your soul speaks through the quiet nudges, the deep knowing, the inner alarms that go off when something doesn't align with your purpose. Stop ignoring those signs. Stop silencing your truth just to keep the peace. Real peace only exists where truth lives. Choice is power, and you, chosen one, have been entrusted with that power because you're strong enough to carry it. Every time you choose love over fear, truth over convenience, growth over comfort, you shift the atmosphere around you. You create ripples that touch people you may never even meet. You change lives just by living aligned. So choose wisely, choose boldly, choose as if the future depends on it, because it does. Every small act of integrity, every sacrifice made in silence, every time you walk away from what's easy to honor what's right, it all adds up. That's how light wins. That's how your legacy is built. And here's something most forget. The greatest war is not between armies. It's between choices. One moment of courage can rewrite your entire path. One act of obedience can break generational curses. One decision to walk in truth can elevate your entire bloodline. You're not just choosing for yourself. You're choosing for everyone who comes after you. That's how serious this is. That's how powerful you are. This is not about being perfect. It's about being present. It's about showing up every day and deciding that no matter how heavy the world feels, you will walk in the light. You will stand in truth. You will move with purpose because the power has always been in your hands, and now you finally see it. And as you make your choices, remember, every choice is an opportunity to create the life you've always dreamed of. It's a chance to shape your world with intention. With each conscious decision, you carve your path toward greatness, aligning your actions with your soul's true purpose. Chapter 5. The Strength in Isolation. Isolation felt like punishment, didn't it? At first, it felt like rejection, loneliness, like you had been cast aside while everyone else moved forward with their lives. The invitations stopped coming, the phone calls grew fewer, old friends became distant, and the noise of the world seemed to grow louder while you sat in silence. It wasn't just physical isolation, it was spiritual, emotional, and mental too. You felt like something was missing, as if you were being left behind in some way. But the truth is, it wasn't punishment. It was preparation. You were being set apart, not abandoned. God, in His wisdom, stripped away distractions. He removed people who couldn't go where you're going. He cleared the path ahead of you so you could focus on your higher calling, so you could grow without the noise of others' expectations. It might have felt painful at times, even unbearable, but the pruning that was taking place was necessary. Those relationships, those connections, those old habits, none of them could go with you into the new season you were about to enter. During this time, God was sharpening your mind. He was healing your wounds, the ones you couldn't even see, the hidden scars that needed to be touched by divine love and grace. He was rebuilding your identity, layer by layer, piece by piece. Everything that wasn't rooted in truth had to fall away. Everything that was holding you back from your destiny had to be removed. This process was refining you, shaping you into the person you were always meant to become. You may have questioned why you were in this season of isolation, but now you see it clearly. You weren't being abandoned. You were being set apart. You were being prepared for the role you were born to play. And in that quiet, in that wilderness, your strength began to grow. You were learning how to be alone, but not lonely. You were learning how to depend on divine strength rather than human validation. No longer would you look for approval from others, because your validation comes from within, from the Spirit of God who lives in you. That's what makes you dangerous to the darkness. You are not easily shaken, not easily manipulated, not swayed by the opinions of others. You have learned to stand firm, to hold your ground in the face of adversity. You know that the power you need is already within you. You have the strength to face whatever comes your way because you've already survived the hardest battles, the ones no one saw, the ones that shaped your character and deepened your faith. You were hidden, yes, but now you're ready. You are more equipped, more focused, and more grounded than ever before. The world may have tried to leave you behind, but in truth, you were being groomed for greatness. You were being equipped for the battles ahead. Your isolation wasn't a sign of weakness. It was a test, a preparation for the life you were destined to live. Now the darkness can no longer deceive you. It can no longer attack you with the same tactics that once worked. You've outgrown those traps. Your mind is sharp, your heart is healed, and your spirit is stronger than it's ever been. You are not the person you once were, and you're no longer defined by your past or your wounds. You are the chosen one, and your isolation was the fire that forged you. As you step into the world once again, know this: you are ready. You carry an authority that was built in the silence. You carry a power that was born in the wilderness, and now the world will see what has been hidden for so long. You are the light in the dark. You are the voice that speaks truth into chaos. You are not just surviving anymore. You are thriving, rising, and becoming the person you were always meant to be. Chapter 6. The Clash of Realms. Now the war is no longer invisible. It's manifesting right before your eyes. The subtle tension that used to feel like a passing thought now feels heavier, closer. You'll feel it in the energy around you, in the way people who once embraced you now seem distant. Conversations that once flowed with ease now feel awkward, strained. You'll sense the shift, even in the air. It's as if something you can't quite name is pushing back against you, trying to pull you into confusion or chaos. And yet you know deep down that what you're experiencing is no coincidence. The battle you once couldn't see is now playing out in the physical realm. This isn't just some passing phase, it's the clash of realms. The realms of light and darkness are colliding, and you, chosen one, are standing right in the middle of it. The light that you carry irritates those who are still trapped in the chains of darkness. Your presence disturbs their peace, not because of anything you've done, but simply because of what you are. The enemy can't stand to be near the power of your light, and it's trying to pull you back to where you once were. But here's the key: don't take it personally. It's easy to feel hurt or confused when those you once called friends now seem to pull away, or when you're met with resistance and even hostility. You may start to question yourself, thinking maybe you've done something wrong. But the truth is, the battle isn't against flesh and blood, it's spiritual. What you're seeing is not about the people, it's about the powers operating behind the scenes. The spiritual forces at work in the world are trying to hold on to the darkness they've dominated for so long, and they can't stand the fact that you're breaking free. That's why you must stay armored. You must protect your peace at all costs. The enemy wants to disturb your peace, to get you distracted, angry, or confused, because when you're in a state of chaos, you can't walk in your full authority. The darkness will try to seduce you back into old habits, old mindsets, and old pains. But remember, you've come too far to go back. You've already fought too many battles to return to the place of comfort, to the place where you were bound. The light you carry is too powerful now, and you are too far along on your journey to let the enemy pull you back into the darkness. So armor up. Guard your heart. Guard your mind. Keep your eyes fixed on the truth, because that's the only thing that will keep you anchored. Speak life into your situation. Speak truth into the chaos. Don't let the enemy silence you or make you doubt who you are. Your words are weapons, and when you speak with authority, they carry weight in the spiritual realm. You are not just fighting for yourself. This battle isn't just about you overcoming your own struggles. It's about breaking chains for entire generations. Your victory isn't just for you, it's for your bloodline. Every step you take in the light shatters chains that have held your family, your community, and your world in bondage. Your healing, your growth, your rise to power impacts more than just your personal journey. It sets a precedent for those who come after you. So don't be fooled by the distractions. Don't be discouraged by the resistance. Stay strong, stay focused, and remember, you are fighting a battle that has eternal significance. The clash of realms is real, and you are right at the center of it. But with every step you take in the light, you are advancing the kingdom. You are winning. You are breaking free. And in the process, you are pulling others with you. Keep pressing forward. Your victory is not only for you, it's for the generations to come. Chapter 7, The Rise of the Chosen. This is your moment. The separation has begun, and deep within your soul, you already know where you stand. You felt the tug of destiny for so long, even when you couldn't fully comprehend it. You didn't survive everything you faced just to shrink back now. You didn't walk through the fire of trials and battles just to live in fear of what's ahead. You are the answer someone's been praying for, even if you don't yet see the full impact of your existence. You are the light in someone's darkness. Even when your light feels small, your existence is a beacon for those searching for hope, truth, and clarity. Now is the time to stand boldly. The world may try to hold you back, to dim your shine, to tell you that you're too different, too much, or too powerful. But in this moment, you were made to rise above it all. Now is the time to speak truth, even when others try to silence you. Now is the time to love fearlessly, even when it feels risky, even when it feels like you might be rejected. Love. The most powerful weapon you carry has the power to break chains, to heal hearts, and to transform lives. Walk like the warrior you are, unapologetic, unwavering, and with the knowledge that every step you take is a declaration of who you are and whose you are. Chosen one, the world may not understand you. They may not see the depths of your calling, the weight of your purpose, or the power in your spirit. But the heavens do. The angels are watching. The divine is cheering you on. This isn't just a season, it's a moment of destiny. The final separation isn't about fear. It's about freedom. It's about stepping into the fullness of your calling, embracing who you truly are, and walking into the divine future that's been waiting for you. When everything settles, when the final chapter is written, those who embrace the light will emerge in glory. You will stand strong, victorious, and driven by purpose. Those who once sought to silence you will have no choice but to acknowledge the power that was always within you. The world will be compelled to see your true path. This is your moment to rise. This is your destiny. The separation has begun, and you were destined for this. The time for doubt is past. Now is the time for you to fully step into your power and embrace all that was meant for you. The world may shift, but the light you carry will remain eternal. You were born for this moment. Stand tall, chosen one. The journey has brought you here, and now it's your time to rise.